There's a video of you online called Fresh Pots. Oddly enough, you're drinking your coffee right now, which is about your addiction to coffee.
Yeah.
And you got sent to the hospital because of
I
this?
didn't really get sent to the hospital, but I had.
Did you go to the hospital?
I went to the hospital.
Okay.
This is a couple years ago, and I was making the Them Crooked Vultures record, and we were also recording Foo Fighters stuff at the same time. And so I would go to the Foo Fighters studio from like noon to midnight, and then I'd go to the Vulture studio from midnight to 2, and then I'd get home, and I'd wake up at 5 with Violet. And so I was just pounding coffee, and I just started like having chest pains, you know, because I was drinking so much coffee. And I remember lying on the couch like, oh my God, I think I'm having shit. And so I get online and I Google chest pains, and it's like, you know, if you're having chest pains, you're probably gonna die. And then it said, like, it's as long as you don't feel it in your neck and your arm. And I'm like, I think I feel it. And so I wound up going to the hospital, and at first I went to my doctor, and he did all these tests. He's like, okay, why don't you go get like an MRI? I said, okay, and I went and got an MRI, and the doctor looked at it and he said, how old are you? And I said, I'm 42 now. This is 2 years ago. I said, I'm 40. And he said, why are you here? I said, because I'm dying, you know? And he was just like, no, you just drink too much coffee.
That's good.
That'll be $6,000.
Now, watching the documentary, it kind of shows the highs and lows of the band, people coming in and out of the band. What do you think is the common thread that keeps the 5 of you together and keep on going?
We have a perfect little world where the business stuff isn't really something we talk about. We just make music, and we write songs, and we go on the road, and we keep it really, really simple. And we have fun doing it, you know. And we're, you know, we're friends. We've been through a lot of shit together. So after a while, the bond between the people is almost more important than the music.
You're all family men now. Who's the most domesticated? Who's the most domestic? Who embraces the I'm a dad lifestyle the most? Chris?
I think Shifty.
I had kids first. I got a minivan first. And I, like you, go to bed about 9 o'clock.
And he has the most.
And I have the most.
He's got the
Most kids. It's
And
not
they're the most well-behaved out of all of our children.
They are.
Really?
Yeah, they're like little military.
Well, around
He was
you
the
guys.
first one to get
At home, they're
cages.
totally insane.
He was like, you guys go get cages. They work better than cribs.
He
Look at
crate
that.
trains his
I'm so
children.
Whoa, I just dropped it. I have my children on my guitar pick.
Nice. Let me see
Look at
this.
that, look at that.
Should I put it up? Are we going to do one of those things where it zooms in?
Yeah.
Or do I do this?
Check it out.
Zoom it.
boys.
Zoomer.
Those are good boys.
That's cool. Can I keep this?
Yes.
I always wanted pictures of your kids. So what's the most un-rockstar thing that you do now as fathers?
You know, there was one moment where our daughter Violet, we went to Mommy and Me class in Los Angeles, and my wife went to the first one with her, and she came back and she said, you know, husbands are welcome too, which meant like, you better get your ass. And so I thought, okay, so I went to Mommy and Me class, and at the end of every Mommy and Me class, all the moms, and it's only moms, just so you know, they have their babies, and they dance around the room to Puff the Magic Dragon. So, so I'm in this room with all these other moms. They're like, is that the guy from the... And then at the end of the class, they're like, okay, Puff the Magic Dragon time. And then everyone's got their baby, and they're dancing around in a circle, but I didn't have a baby, so I just kind of like danced. It's mortifying.
So that's in the morning, and then the other moms go home at night and see you on the Kennedy Center Honors playing for the president. You're like, he was dancing to Puff the Magic Dragon
That dork
earlier.
from the... Yeah.
Only 11 bands have played the new Wembley Stadium, which holds 90,000 people, and you guys sold out 2 nights. What was like your biggest holy shit moment?
Walking out on stage there, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like an optical illusion.
You're like a tiny sperm in a massive uterus, and it's just like... well, also, you know, we had Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones come out and jam with us.
Yep.
And so my whole entire life, I'd worshipped Led Zeppelin like they were God, you know, and I have Zeppelin tattoos. And so we invited them, and they came, and the second night, they got up, and I got to play rock and roll with them. So not only was it in the fucking Wembley Stadium, but with those two doing that
And
song.
I had to try and sing it.
You did a great job.
Oh, you sang?
Yeah, it turned out really good.
Rad.
Yeah.
Was it his singing that at the end made you cry like a little bitch?
Yeah. I was so proud of Taylor. It's funny, we did some press recently in Europe, and there was this Norwegian journalist who was like, she was so hot. She was this blonde Norwegian chick in like black leather pants and a black shirt, and she comes and sits down, and she's like, so, in the movie, you cry. And I said, yeah. And she goes, but more than once. And I go, I know, I guess I'm kind of like a little girl. She's like, yes, you're like a girl. Yeah.